Hey, Aurora here with Supercharged Science. I just wanted to say happy Halloween. We are going to be doing some science experiments with Halloween. I'm going to tell you where to get 7 to 10 more experiments when we're done. So if you like this and you want more, go ahead and check out my website, superchargedscience.com/free stuff. So superchargedscience.com/free stuff. Now, Halloween is an awesome experience, an awesome opportunity to share with kids all about different areas of science. When you do fog or when you do dry ice, so you can talk about chemistry. You can also talk about chemistry and chemical reactions when you make slime and you make oozy, goopy stuff. You get to talk about physics when you make bats that fly across the room. You get to talk about the physics of sound when you, I'm going to show you how to make a screaming balloon. You can also talk about the physics of light when you do laser experiments and when you do experiments that have to do with one-way mirrors. There's a morph box illusion. If you've ever been to Disneyland and you've been on like the Haunted Mansion ride and you've seen those ghosts that are seemingly going through tables, that's Pepper's ghost illusion. And it was one of the experiments that we actually have for you today. And we have a lot of more experiments to do. So if you like this and you want more, go to my website, www.superchargedscience.com, and let's get started. So the first one I want you to do is, or I want to show you. Just watch. I've got a highlighter and we're going to make some glow juice really simply. You're going to take the end off of a highlighter just like that. Okay? And then you're going to get a cup of water. I have a bottle of water. And inside, you want to put gloves on so you don't get the ink all over your hands. You pull out this part. Now, if you're in a rush, you can, it's basically felt that's been dipped in a dye, and it's been covered with like a big piece of tape. So what you can do is you can get your scissors in there and slit up the side and open it, and then you can have instant glow juice. But if you're not in a rush, you can simply stick it in a gallon bottle or a water bottle like this, and kind of shake it up and let it sit for about 10-15 minutes. You can see the water's already starting to turn a color. And what will happen is the dye is going to leak into the water, and you can use this in fountains to make glow juice. You can make glowing fountains. You can also use this in your slime, so now you have glowing slime. So we're going to hang on to that just for a minute, and I'll show you how you can make it glow. So the next one is a screaming balloon, and all you need is a balloon and one of these. These are little hex nuts. You see that? So you can put one of them in here. I have 2 different sizes, so I just went out to the garage and I found these, and we're going to stick them in the balloon before we blow it up. Okay, and then we'll blow it up. Okay, just like that. You don't want to blow it up too much because you don't want the balloon to be too tight, otherwise the sharp corners of the hex nut can pierce and pop the balloon. So what we've done is actually, when we'll have a party, we'll have a couple of these. You know, we'll have black balloons and orange balloons, and then a couple of them will have the hex nut in them, and the kids have to figure out which ones those are. And you do that by taking the balloon and moving it in a circular motion in your hand so the hex nut rides along the inside of the balloon. So this balloon has a hex nut in it, and when I get that hex nut to go for a ride, you could try it with a penny. Pennies are completely round. Hex nuts, as you know, have those edges to them. And that's actually what sets up a vibration. Sounds like a ghost, right? Woo! Can you imagine like a whole classroom full of kids with these things? Yeah, it sounds really eerie. Now you can change the pitch. You can change what you hear based on the size of the hex nut. And so I'm going to put a larger one in, my second balloon, and let's see how that changes. Again, you don't want to blow the balloon up the whole way because sometimes the hex nuts really slam against the inside of the interior of the balloon, and so that can pop your balloon. So leave a little stretchiness in here. Okay, and now we're just going to take that balloon and swirl it in our hands. Do you hear how that one's different? So you can do the science of sound experiments. Let's see if I can get them both going at the same time. So you can do science experiments that are easy and not expensive and super fun, right? Okay, so let's go back to our bottle here, and you can see we actually are getting some swirls of dye that are actually coming down. You can see it's a little darker down here. We'll kind of shake it up. Now, if this has been sitting for a while and we turn off the lights, you can hit it with an ultraviolet light. Woo! Do you see it's already starting to glow? Okay, so this is just in regular daylight, and this is a black light. This is a black flashlight. See that? Okay, there we go. Okay, and so you can see how this now makes my water glow. And for contrast, what a regular bottle of water looks like is this. Okay, so this is a regular bottle of water. See, not very much glowing action, but just by adding the dye that fluoresces with a UV black light. Now you can actually let this sit. I've actually had one for years that has worked fantastic. So this is just highlighter, the felt from inside of a highlighter, and it's sitting inside of a water bottle, and this is a UV light. And so you can see how you can make your own glow juice. Add this to your slime recipes. By the way, my favorite slime recipe I'm going to post for you on my Facebook page, but I can tell you the recipe real quick. You simply want to make a 50-50 solution of glue in one container, and then add about a tablespoon of borax, so laundry whitener, to a cup of warm, kind of cool water, kind of cold to warm, cool water, like room temperature water, and then you combine the two. And you reach in there and you can play with it. And you know it's done when you bounce it on the table, and when you throw it on the table and it bounces, it goes boing, 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 boing. And so that's my favorite slime. You can add glitter, you can add all kinds of different things. If you use clear glue, it's actually transparent, and which looks really cool, especially when you use the glowing juice. So I'm going to post that instructional video later, but honestly, you don't need it. You just need that recipe. So remember, it's a 50-50 solution, glue and water, and then water with some borax, just a spoonful of it in there. All the borax that the reaction needs will get used up in that reaction. So what's happening is the glue is like spaghetti, and it's like spaghetti as soon as you take it out of the pot, and it's like all slippery all over the place, and there's these long polymer chains, long chains of molecules, and then the borax is like the sauce. It kind of makes the spaghetti stick together and kind of cross-links it together like a fishnet, so it's no longer these long strands, but now it's like all intertwined, and so it clumps together. Okay, great. Now there are other substitutions if you're really into slime. There's a couple others that you can do. And if you just joined us, my name's Aurora with Supercharged Science. We are doing hands-on experiments in science using Halloween. We're doing physics and chemistry, and I'm just demonstrating a couple of really cool ones you can do that are really inexpensive, uses everyday materials. If you like this and want more, I have a website, superchargedscience.com, superchargedscience.com. And if you go to free stuff, you can download a whole bunch of my free guidebooks, my homeschool science guidebooks, as well as get free science experiments you can do all year long with your kids using everyday stuff. Okay, and so other things I'm going to be posting that are too long, because one of them takes like a half an hour, is the Pepper's Ghost illusion. So that will be on my Facebook page, so make sure you look for that today. In addition, making one-way mirrors and two different kinds of bats. Ones are Slingshot Bats using projectile motion, and the other one are bats that actually fly. Now this is using an ornithopter, which is an old-fashioned toy. It was made in the 1800s. Well, it's like one of the first toys ever made. The Wright brothers actually had one. And you use one of these. They're actually a little bit hard to find these days, but you can find them in toy stores. You paint the thing black, you put string through the house. Anyway, all the details are on the videos, and that will be posted to my Facebook page today on how to make a real flying bat. And the really cool thing is when the kids are ding-donging your ringing your doorbell, you can open the door and you time it so that bat will fly straight through and go like into a tree and just wait there for you. As you say, oh, trick or treat, and like the bat's coming totally through the door, anyway, surprising them. So there's a lot of really cool experiments you can do. We just talked about the balloons, we talked about slime. Another variation on slime, you can use Stay Flow, which is a liquid starch. You can use that along with the glue in place of the borax. And again, Stay Flow is going to be, I think it's called Vano also. You might already have some. And so it's going to be also more long polymer chains. You can make really cool slime just with cornstarch and water. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. If you mix up a big batch of it, you can actually have a huge, we used to do this at our science camp, we'd have a huge pool, like a kiddie swimming pool of it, and you had to walk across it, and if you walked too slow, you'd sink and get stuck. But if you walked fast enough, you could walk across the water. And that has to do with it, the type of fluid that it is. It's both a liquid and a solid. It turns into a solid on impact, so if you hit it, it's rock solid. But if you slowly put your hand in, then it's a liquid. So that's a really cool one. That's just cornstarch and water. It's a 2-to-1 ratio, and so there's more cornstarch than water. And so you can do that. We always had one kid that would go in the middle and just stop. And it took like 3 huge football player looking guys to like lift him out, because he would like really get cemented in there. So there's always one, right? So there's a lot of really cool experiments you can do with your kids. The point is to go out there, have fun, make it educational. And if you like this and you want more, go to my website, www.superchargedscience.com, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.